Okay, so in this tutorial, we are in the previous one, we write the function, this method in which it's going to read the JSON from the user input. So we take it to this one to get the input from the user and we just output it over there. But we cannot just get any value from any user. What we need to do is to validate those input before we can take it to our database. So just go to your internal and your validator function, and what we need to do is to get the validator.go. So validator.go, and we will just make a package called validator, and I'm going to define a class. So this class is going to be validator just like that, but it's going to be a capital or validator, and it's going to be a class, and this class is just going to hold the error. So error and it's going to be a map in which the key of the map will have a data type of string, and its value is also going to be a string. So we will define some couple of validator check over here. So what we will do is we will define one function that is going to be validator, and we'll get a name to just instantiate it like that, or like an instance of the validator. So what it's going to do is going to just return a pointer to the validator class, and we just return the pointer to the validator class in which you have the error to be equal to, and use this to make the same data type of that. So let me correct this one to return, and now we are going to have a method on the validator validator class that we are having, type that we are having over there, and that is going to be check. So we are going to use that to check if, so first of all, in the valid, we will check if there is any valid in it, the validator that we have is valid or something like that. Is the first function we are going to have, and that is going to return bool. It's going to return bool, and we will just check for something. So what we do is we will return if the length of the validator error is equal to 0. So if it is equal to 0, it's going to return true. If it's not equal to 0, it's going to return false. That means we are having some error. And the next method we are going to define will be a method on the validator class, and that is going to be, you are going to check its validity, and it's going to take some couple of parameters. One of the parameters is going to be what? Okay, which is boolean, and it's going to have a key, and also message, which is going to be a string. And this one is going to take from another function. So we define that function, and it's also going to be a method under the pointer of the validator class, and that is going to be add error, and this add error is going to have a string of a key which is having a data type to be string, and value that is also going to be string. So what we will do is just simple. For the add error, we will check if that error does not already exist, something like that. If that error does not already exist, what we are going to do is we will just The first key, we will not use the key, but we will just use the market to give it does not exist or something like that. So we will just give exist, and that is going to be equal to, and to get the, and then from that means we want it from a map or something like that. So if you want it from a map, then we need to go there. Only thing that in the map here is the extract, and we will check if the key of it contains in this one. So if it contains, then we will check for something. So they will hold the value, and then we will check for the exit. If it does not exist, it's where we are going to add the error. If it exists already, we are not going to add any error. So you get key, and the key is going to be equal to the message, just like that. Oh, the value rather, sorry, or value like that. Not value, let me make it message, because we are going to show some message to the user. That will be the best thing to use. So message like that one. Go there, check for the validity, going to just do something. If not okay, then v dot add error, and we are going to check and see. So this one and the message that we pass over here. So that is what this check is going to do. And the next one is going to be the in function. So we'll get a func, and it's going to be, this is not, it's just going to be a function, not a method on the validator class. So we're going to take some couple of parameters. One is value, and it's going to be string, and we'll have a list of string, in which, so to make a list of string like this, we are going to have it to be that spread operator, and we will return a boolean. We'll return a boolean. So what we do is we use a for loop. So for I in the range of the list, I in the range of the list, what we will do is we will check if the value is equal to list, and we will use the I at the index of it to check. What we are going to do, it means that value is there, so we are just going to return true from here. We are just going to return true. Else, if it doesn't return anything, then we will return false right from here. That is what the in function is going to do. And we are going to get one that is going to check for maybe something like backward matching, or the first backward and the last backward matching, or something like that. So we will just match, and we will have value and rank. So we just have array, and we will use it for regular expression. So reg expression dot reject. So that is the regular expression is going to be, and that is going to return bool. And then what we do is we will get the rx dot match string, and we will just input the value to be, or we input the value that we want, and we will just use this rx, which is going to be a pointer to a specific regular expression that we are having. We have already defined, and you have this function, and this is going to check for either we want a unique value or not. Either we want a unique value or not. Go value. This is going to be for email and other We don't want the email one user to register the account with a lot of email or something like that. With the same email to register about 2 accounts. So we are going to check for the string, which is going to be an array of string, the value which is going to be an array of string. And what we will do is just going to return boolean. And what we will do is we will just create a variable called unique value, and it's going to be you use the make function, and you make a map in which it is having the key of string, and a bool as its value. So after that, we will loop through go for. We will ignore the key and take the value, and we will loop through what we pass in to be the value, and we will cross check if unique value, and so what we do, we say unique value dot value is equal to true, expected boolean or parent. So we will just return the length if the length of the value is equal to the length of the unique value.